Local history, local culture, local events, your community. This is the Joe Kelly Show.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Wendy Getz is our guest, and she is the new executive director at the Rescue Mission of Utica. We're going to be talking about the Rescue Mission and all of its programming, but first we're going to say welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and congratulations on the job. 7 months.
7 months.
Big job, too. I was looking at the website, and a lot of programming, a lot of facilities. We'll talk about all that in just a second, but you just came off, I guess it would be called your signature event. They used to call it, I don't know if this is still the same name, Gourmet Guys to the Rescue?
Gourmet Guys or Restaurants to the Rescue.
Yeah, and it was up at Harts Hill again, yes?
It was.
Success?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was full.
Yeah, was it good? And is it your signature fundraiser?
We have, that was one of our big fundraisers, plus we have a large golf event in the spring. We do, and then we do a walk a mile in my shoes every February.
I've done that, and it gets a little cold, but it's only a mile.
Yep.
And I think we leave from right across from City Hall, and we go up Court and over Hopper and around Steuben Park. That sound about right?
It's about right, and it's really to call the attention to what a homeless person faces in the middle of February.
And let's start at the beginning. How did the Rescue Mission of Utica get started, and why?
In 1890, a group of churches, predominantly Presbyterian churches, but other churches, all came together and wanted to address the issue of homelessness and alcoholism, which they saw as a large crisis. You know, nowadays we deal with the opioid crisis, but back then it was more alcoholism. So they founded the organization. It's a faith-based, nonprofit, multiple service. It's open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And the mission really endeavors to assess and meet the physical, spiritual, and emotional needs of all people seeking services.
Now you've got, I think most people would recognize your facility on Rutgers Street at Steuben Park.
Yes, Rutgers Park Street.
And that's where you have your rooms, that's where you have your kitchen.
Yes.
That's where you have your administrative office?
Our administrative offices are now actually at 293 Genesee Street, right next to the public library.
Okay, and you also have a building across Rutgers Street, do you not?
Yes, on West Street. That's our West Street complex.
And that's housing, right?
The West Street complex, yes, it's low-income housing. It's 42 units, and it's full with a waiting list.
Well, that's I guess that's saying that low-income housing is needed, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and talk about the faith-based part of the mission. I know that I remember back when Reverend Saunders and his wife Jeanette were he was the executive director, and she worked down there as well, and he was a minister.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Do you have a minister coming in?
So we have 2 ministers that come in frequently, and we have a gentleman on staff who actually sort of serves as a campus minister and can provide spiritual counseling when needed.
How many people can you house for an overnight thing? If somebody doesn't have a place to stay tonight and finds his or her, it is for co-ed, right?
No, right now we only have a homeless men's shelter, or emergency housing as we like to call it, and it's 50 beds, but it's all for men. We may expand into a women's shelter, a homeless women's shelter. I've heard there was a need, so we're sort of looking at the feasibility of that right now. But our men's shelter, like I said, it's approximately 50 beds, but we run at 110% occupancy through September. So it's full.
What do you do if somebody is brought there or finds their way over to your facility on Rutgers Street? It's a cold night, they've got nowhere to go. They come knock on your door, but you're fill up. What do you do?
Well, generally, during certain temperatures, they call it a cold blue. It's like whatever the temperature wind chill reaches. We can take as many as we need. We just put cots in the rooms. Like I said, we're through September 110%, primarily because of the weather in February. And we can go over our capacity.
Is there a length of time that you let people stay there under these emergency housing
It's pretty individualized depending on what the individual would qualify for. Some people stay a little bit longer. Some people were able to get, it's called rapid rehousing, where we want to get them into housing as soon as we can. So I would say the length of stay just varies upon the individual and what their needs are.
Mm. And where does the funding come from? I know that you do your fundraisers, but do you have funding coming from other places as well?
We have various government contracts, county contracts, and we also see grant funds. Grants are a major contributor to the mission, as well as the donations. We have a lot of monthly Miracle Partners. They give every month. Some people, will send us a check around Christmas time. Then a lot of our programs, like our Thanksgiving dinner coming up, someone might donate a turkey or donate a pie.
Let's talk about that Thanksgiving dinner. When when this person thinks about the rescue mission, he thinks about Easter, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. And I'll bet you that a lot of people are the same way. And you do big meals for those holidays, yes?
Yes. Thanksgiving is our largest meal that we do. We also do home deliveries. Right now we're setting up a hotline. We're going to call it the Turkey Hotline. It'll be on our website. So if you want a Thanksgiving meal delivered to your house, you just call that line, leave all the pertinent information, and we can get you out a Thanksgiving meal.
How many meals do you think you'll be doing this year?
I wouldn't even hazard to take a guess. I know throughout the year we serve about 155,000 meals.
Mm-hmm. And that's, I've been down to that kitchen. That's it's a modern restaurant-style kitchen.
Absolutely. And it's not only Thanksgiving. We have, if you need a hot meal, 7 days a week, you can come in and get a hot dinner or a hot breakfast. You can get a bag lunch Monday through Friday or a hot lunch on Saturday and Sunday. So, like you said, a lot of people think Thanksgiving, Easter, Christmas, but it's pretty much 7 days a week. Any person can walk in our dining room and get a hot meal.
So you never close?
Never close.
We come back, we'll talk about some more of the programming at the Rescue Mission of Utica. Wendy Getz is our guest. Short break, right back.
Thank you.